Hello and welcome back to keallard. Let's start!
Kevin,
Yes?
what color is your underwear?
Why do you ask me? It's a little too private.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah, that kind of things you shouldn't ask, and what else you shouldn't ask people? Watch our video. Yeah, my name is Kevin and I'm from Germany.
Hi, I'm Ala and I'm from Russia.
Hello, I'm Sijia, I'm from China.
And I'm Vincent and I'm from France. Hi.
So, there are some questions that are very sensitive.
Yes, about like asking people about income, if they're married or other things sometimes.
Yeah, so let's hear these questions about our countries. Who wants to start?
I think I can start because the first questions people ask me when they hear I'm from China is, do you eat cat? And I will...
And dogs.
Sorry, I forget about
and dogs. Cats and dogs.
It's not cats, it's dogs.
It's mostly about dogs, yes.
It's dogs.
Really? I think I heard about cats.
The two together.
It's no cats, it's dogs always.
Mostly.
And no, I don't eat cats. Like, I think most of people don't eat cats or dogs in China. Like, I would say most of people don't eat that.
But you have dog festival.
I actually don't really know about that. I think maybe like you see like in the whole south part of the Asia, maybe they have a specific kind of culture for that, but it's not really in a in the majority, you know.
Yeah. Any other questions that you can hear?
In terms of, I mean, it's not a sensitive question. It's more like it makes a lot of laugh in France. It's like also, do you eat frogs?
Oh, that
Which
tastes good.
It does, but it's also something which is that some people do, but it's pretty rare. I think it's the same kind of thing with like cats and dogs in China. But it's not that offensive. It's more like, say, oh, it's such a cliche question to ask French people.
Isn't it the most cliche question for French people is, the French people romantic?
Oh, yeah.
I would never actually ask the question, are all French people romantic? It's just something that people expect us to be, like naturally, he's French, he must be romantic.
Oh, but also isn't it like, don't you have croissants for breakfast and wine for all other part of the days?
Baguette, I think, mainly. Baguette.
No, croissant is more popular, as people know. Like croissant for morning, for breakfast, and lunch, dinner, and whatever, it's all wine.
That's true.
That's definitely a question I can imagine people asking me, but it's not really in the offensive part of the question. It's most like, I'm French. It's like cliche questions. I'm supposed to be used to that.
Actually, I think I know what kind of question would be offended for you. Don't you just think baguette is just a bread?
No.
Bread.
Baguette is not just
a bread.
This is not an offensive question. You are starting a war at this point.
It's like
very careful about baguettes.
It's like
Baguette is just type of bread. It's just type of bread.
First round. It's also like sometimes I ask you, can I put the Schinken ham inside of the croissant? You
do not make salty sandwiches with croissant. That is absolutely disgusting.
That's what people do.
Yes.
That's very normal.
Here.
Just because you have bad croissant. Like you have bad croissant and you just make the sort of edible sandwiches with them just because you don't have good croissant.
You found the question.
Yeah, I know him.
Okay, Kevin, anything for you? What about like generally Germans? What would you be offended with? Like for like the cultural like cliche stereotypes.
I don't know. Like if you still maybe like racist about Hitler and stuff like that. Mostly thinking, it's German. Yeah, he never come born in Germany. He is with Austria, but everybody is wrong and always saying, oh, he is from Germany, always coming stuff like that. And that's the only thing what I could say about that.
So no other offensive question that you hear?
Right, no. What about the Russian?
Is Russia super cold? This is the question that I hear from everyone. No, Russia is not super cold. Russia has many climate zones, starting from Krasnodar, where you can see plus temperatures in winter and there is almost never snowing. So it makes no sense to ask. And there is also like the places where the summer temperature is below zero, because it's like always icy there. So yes, we have different climate zones. Russia is huge. You cannot even imagine how big it is.
I think almost no one except Russian understand how big Russia is.
Yeah, when I say I live close to Moscow, it means I live 1,000 kilometers from Moscow.
Which is the size of a basic big European country.
Which is the distance between Beijing and Shanghai, pretty much.
No, I think it's less.
It's about the same. I checked it, so it's like about the same. So for me, I say I live very close to Moscow. But if you live in Shanghai, would you say that you live very close to Beijing?
You shouldn't take China as a kind of example. You should take Europe as an example.
But if I take Europe as an example, I would say that, Kevin, do you live close to this? So that's
the idea we have in Europe, I mean Western Europe, of distances is so different from what Americans or Russians have of distances.
Yeah, because for me, like if I ask it in European sizes, I would say, oh, is Italy close to Poland? I don't know how else I should ask this question.
Do you have something to add to this list? Please don't hesitate and write us in the comments.
I hope you liked this video, so subscribe to our channel, give us a like and see you next week.